Hello there, and in today's Merry Monday I'm going to be showing you how I made the cute little hexagon box that I showed you a couple of weeks ago when I did a video on how to make these gorgeous little six-sided bows, and they look particularly good on top of these little six-sided hexagon boxes. So I thought I would share with you today how to make these really nice boxes and then a couple of ideas for decorating them. So to make the six-sided hexagon box, you're going to need a piece of card 12 inches long and 6 inches deep, and you're also going to need your scoring tool. Now I've got my Stampin' Up trimmer, but you can use a scoreboard or just a ruler and a scoring tool, that's entirely up to you. And we're going to start off by putting the piece of card in lengthways, and we're going to score it down its length at 2 inches and at 4 inches. Now the measurements are a bit fiddly, so I'm only doing them in inches today. so then we're going to turn it round so that we're going along the long edge, and we're going to need to put the extension out. And now we need to divide it up into 6 equal sections plus a little bit that's going to allow us to stick it together. So we're going to pop it in, and our first measurement is 1 7/8 of an inch, and we're adding on 1 7/8 of an inch every time as we go across now. So the next one is 3 6/8, which is the same as 3 3/4. The next one is 5 5/8, and you can see that the eighths is coming down each time. Now we're at 7 4/8 or 7 1/2. Now we're at 9 3/8, and finally we're at 11 2/8, which is the same as 11 1/4. Okay, and then you would have 3/4 of an inch left on this edge of your card that you're going to use as your tab. So we've finished scoring, so we can put that out of the way. I've still got the remains of this cough, so bear with me if I cough and sneeze through this video. Now we're going to need to do some folding, and we're going to need to do some cutting so that we can assemble the box. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold along all those score lines. So as you can see, the scoring and the folding, that's actually really quite simple. It's not a hard box to make. Okay, my flaps ended up around there. So we've got our 6 sides and our flap. On the flap we only need that centre section to stick it together, so we can cut these ones away like so. There we are. And then we need to cut along all of these up to this score line, and down these ones up to that score line, so it's still joined through that centre section, because these are the top and bottom of our box. So we just snip up to the score line. It's best to fold first, otherwise you'd have lots of little flaps then to fold over if you hadn't already folded your score lines. And then flip it over, and the same on this side. There we are. So there's all our cutting and scoring elements done. So now we just need to assemble it. So in order to assemble our box, we need to pop a little bit of tape along here. And then we can just remove the backing, fold this end round and stick it on top. So we've stuck that down. So now we've got all these pieces to stick in to get our nice hexagon shape. And I'll be honest, this is the trickiest part of the box, trying to keep that hexagon really nice. You could get out your protractor and measure all your angles all properly if you've got the time and patience. I don't today, but if it was really special box, then maybe I would. So I'm being very lazy. I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape. I wouldn't recommend you use tape for box making, really. And I'm going to try and get myself a reasonable sort of hexagon shape. So, and then basically you stick the opposite sides together, or alternatively you could sort of layer them one on top of the other, working your way round like that. That gets quite a nice finish as well. But on the bottom, I'm just going to, for the speed of the video, so I just work on getting these sort of so that they line up straight, and then hopefully the box is in some way straight. Give it a press from inside. Like I say, I would use Tombow or sticky strip. Tombow gives you a little bit of slippage time, bit of manoeuvring time if you're not quite happy with it. But you know, that's not too bad. I'm quite pleased with that one. That's not bad. So obviously you would pop your gift inside, obviously, and then just do the same on the top, folding them all over. Okay, and sticking it down. But there's no point doing it till you've put your Prezi inside. And then you've got this gorgeous little hexagon box. So like this one, you could pop a little bow on the top. You could do some stamping on the box. Obviously do that before you assemble, you know, before you do any of the scoring and what have you, when the card's still plain. You could stamp on here. Okay, these bows are a particularly nice size for this box. Or I did a set of 3, which the gold is really, really nice if you do it in the Stampin' Up gold card. Actually, it's really lovely. But I've done a set of 3 and then just tied them all up with a lovely gold ribbon bow and a little wooden snowflake. And you could fill each one of those boxes up with a different kind of chocolate or just a little treat or something. But it's quite nice to then see them all packaged. So fun like that. That would look really nice, I think. So I hope you've enjoyed my video on how to create the hexagon style box. I hope you'll think of some cute Christmas presents that you could package in there, or any occasion really. There's no reason why you couldn't decorate it with a birthday theme. If you join me for Merry Monday next week, I will actually show you a cute little gift you can make using your Stampin' Up supplies that will fit really nicely into the box, but I'm keeping that a secret until after I get back from convention. So I hope you'll come back next week and join me for that. Thanks for watching.